Hello, Frida. Frida Reba Darcy and one Patricia O'Connor here. And today is our Wednesday drop. I'll just do a little hello in the mirror and then I'll go about our business and say what's up. And this is what's up. I've got a couple of things, couple of little announcements to make. One, the Bay Area Bonsai Associates, which is the Oakland Bonsai Club that I belong to, is having a thing on January 15th and 16th. If you are in California, in the Bay Area of San Francisco, on the 15th and 16th, we are having an exhibition and a sale. So you can go there and look for trees, or you can go there and look for bonsai pots or tools or all the accoutrement. And it will be at Lake Merritt, which is in downtown Oakland. It's a great location. It's also where they have the garden in Oakland, the botanical garden, which is close to where they also have the bonsai tree permanent exhibit, which is very close to where we have our meetings. So it's a 2-day thing. Friday will be from 5 to 6:30. There'll be the exhibit and plant sales, and then Saturday will be from 6:30 to 9, and that'll be an exhibition. And then also Sunday will be 10 a.m. to 4. So that is what's going on there. The Bay Area Bonsai Associates 40th Annual Bonsai Exhibit, that's just January 15th and 16th. It's just Friday and Sunday. Yeah, Friday and Sunday. And there are the times. You can freeze that if you need to. There are the times posted and all of the events that go with, which I think is really good. We have a pretty large turnout from what I've seen. I'll be going to my second meeting here coming up. But we have a pretty good turnout from what I've seen, so I would expect the whole show to go pretty good. It's very wintry here right now. It's a little, it's not super cold. It's not cold. It's sweater weather, but it looks more wintry. We get off and on scattered showers kind of roll in from the bay, but my little Brussels pine is certainly starting to shoot out a lot of stuff and filling out, as is my little 2-year-old and my 17-year-old, and in a nice state of recovery. I'm ever encouraged about my other Japanese black pines. All these guys over here in Little Tree Central are doing good. And to that end, I've got a little bit more news on another front. For the past part of this time, I have been working as a Lyft driver. That was last year during most of COVID. And then after that, I decided to stop doing that, and I sold the car. So that one allowed me to take part of COVID off, which I felt was dangerous to be driving. So instead of continuing to drive and continuing to run up the miles, I decided to stop driving, sold the car, and then took that part of COVID off, paying my rent with the leftovers from my work car monies. So that was kind of convenient, but that's finally played out, and it was time to either go back to work or figure out what my next move was. And to that end, with this in mind, I believe I have hammered out a deal where I will work part-time at a local hardware store, which in keeping with who I am and the kind of things that I've always done, that is a perfect sense move for me. And that will not affect my trees, my program. It may affect my Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I am still going to do 3 shows a week and 1 on the weekend. But until I get through with my negotiations, which will probably go back and forth a little between now and this weekend, I'm still open, and I'm still leaving it open for them too. So if my schedule permits and I work on those days, but still have time, then we still might stay. Or I might just start shooting them ahead and keep dropping them on that schedule, or my schedule might allow for that not to be any change needed. But the amount of shows won't change. The quality of shows won't change. Via options of shows will change. Working at a hardware store is almost in a way like having a little bit of a sponsored help when it comes to the DIY end of this. I will certainly have at my disposal all of the wares that would come with a hardware store, and all of the things that you have in your head at your disposal, just to know that you have all of those options. Kind of, it's like increasing your kit, as it were. So that will probably prove helpful. I'm thinking that will hopefully prove helpful. So yeah, that is a little bit of what is going on with us. And other than that, we've just been taking it pretty light. Our trees are coasting. It doesn't really feel like a really, really, really cold wintertime. But this is about what we get as a rule for winter. This is about what we get going our way between now and the real spring, which will be in just a couple of weeks. By February, we're usually well into spring. So I hope where you are, the weather is allowing you to keep doing the things that you want to do. I know some of my friends in Michigan were really looking forward to getting some winter snow, and then it turned into winter rain, and now and so I think they're in for all of it down that way. But yeah, I'm not a snow bunny. I understand I understand really looking forward to seasons and stuff, but snow wasn't one of them that I always personally looked forward to. In a way, I feel like I'm helping these, and in a way, I feel like I'm giving myself less to look at. But aren't those beautiful colors? I just think those are beautiful colors. Like the color of exposed iron, rust maybe. Yeah. So, yeah. I think that this will give us more opportunities. Also, hopefully I'll get a little discount, so I'll be able to make use of the tool discount and maybe some other garden stuff. So yeah, they tend, whenever I work at, I've had several gigs at hardware stores before. I tend to do real well in those walls of nuts and bolts where the MacGyver types are always trying to figure out, I do well I memorize those fairly quickly. And I'll just say this, I'm a pretty handy girl to have around when you're trying to figure out how to connect two things or have some idea and want to know if it can be done. I can usually equate that to something that I have done or have thought about doing or have seen somebody do. That's all a part of being a rigger and a motorcycle racer and a car nut and a plant enthusiast. So yeah, I am going to take that little bit of things that I do and turn that in to some side money while we continue to increase our collection and increase our knowledge about bonsai. And I'm looking forward to all of that. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm not going to put myself, I'm only going to work a half week, which it doesn't matter if I work a half week or if I work a whole week. Once I'm at work, I don't have a part-time mentality. I only have one speed, and it's sort of full throttle. I would get, the last time I worked in a hardware store, my app on my phone told me that I was walking about, I think I was averaging about 25 miles a day on the sales floor. Most of that was probably within 3 aisles, some up and down the stairs, but you know, that's a lot of hustling. That's moving stuff. And and I really, and it's not like that because I feel like I've just, you know, if I'm not that person, no, I feel like I've always been in demand where I've worked, and I've always kind of, always been the person that just wanted to work that way. I like looking up and seeing that it's time to go home. At the same time, I think cutting myself down to a number of days that will make sure that even if I go nuts at work and work too hard, that I can't overwork myself too bad if I'm only working 3 days a week or something. Lucky is me to be able to do that. Also, that'll help me get that COVID weight off. I probably picked up 20 pounds of COVID weight, and I've got about half of it off, and about half of it's going, well, you know. So it wouldn't hurt me to be a little bit more busy, I guess. So that's pretty big. I'm actually looking forward to it. I like my time off. Oh, yes, indeed. But even then, I'm usually doing stuff. And I like being in hardware stores. And when I used to make killer bucks, I used to think, you know, it'd be nice to be the go-to guy at a hardware store, parlay all this rigging experience, and just not worry about the all those sort of okay dollars you're making by working at a hardware store. Yeah, but you know what? On the other hand, I ran the rat race. I gave it my best for a few years. Right now, I'm at a place where I can take it easy and break even. And I'm like, you know what? Good enough. Close enough. If I can still just put in a few hours, but not have to sweat it and still save just a little bit of money, then we'll call that close enough. I'm not saying all those old cliches I've always kind of thought were, you know, there are a lot of cliches that, well, like money can't buy happiness. Well, okay, but if you've got money and you're unhappy, whose fault is that? That's my side of that. But here's one thing I have learned. I was, for years, one of the most hard-headed. I would get something in my mind that it would work, and I just would not quit. And then one day at work, somebody who I really thought was really smart said, if at first you don't succeed, well, just quit. Why be an a-hole about it? And I thought that was so funny. And at the same time, I saw the genius of it. I mean, this person certainly wasn't lacking in life for having not done a few things. They were definitely an overachiever. But what they were saying was they wouldn't get hung up on stuff, which I thought was just absolute brilliant. Yeah. So I've just kind of been cleaning up stuff while I was out here. I haven't watered my ponderosas in a few days because the rain has been doing that for me. The pines have also likewise been watered, as have the oaks. The only thing I have been watering is I watered this morning the cypress trees, and I just put the rest of that on there. I watered the little cypress trees, the bougainvilleas, and the wisterias, and the trident, in the Codaheim forest, but not the big trident maple. I think it got watered. I can tell by the color of the soil that it got watered. And when it comes to those the BioGold nutrients that I was talking about 2 or 3 episodes back, they're starting to break down now. I have seen an increase excuse me, I have seen an increase in birds hanging out. They seem to hang out on the pots more since the BioGold show appeared, but they never mess with it. The little lumps stay the same count that they were before. I never see the stuff scattered. I have been seeing where they were walking around in my pot scattering some of the akadama around on the top, looking for whatever they're looking for. So it's increased the amount of traffic that I have in here, but I haven't noticed any damage over it. Everything's still as it was. Just maybe a few flakes of potting mix, or Boone's mix or akadama been scattered around where they've been walking through. Other than that, I haven't noticed anything. So yeah, that's been. Oh, and also thank you. One of us sent a text right after the video where I was talking about the BioGold. It is 555, and since that's a single digit on the nitrogen, now they can hang out. Those guys got some because I found out about the 555 without having to research that. I think that was awesome. So yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic day where you are, and if you haven't yet, like this video. That's what helps our algorithm to get us seen before, someday we'll be modernized and the machine helps us more and throws more people out there. Until then, the one thing that we have to do is it bases this on interests. It likes it when you like it. It likes it when you ask questions. So I always try to like and ask questions to the friends that I have that are doing their videos, most of which don't really need that little bump. Their numbers are up there, but yeah. We are about to get busier as spring comes along, and we have more stuff to work on and more stuff starts budding out. Also, I'm going to do a little bit more around the club activities as we get closer to the next club meeting, which will be next Wednesday, a week from today. And also, I'll look forward to more trees and more projects. And I can see where I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got placement for about maybe up to 6 more trees on the rail, and probably another 3 or 4 trees or trays of trees there in that area. And with all of this real estate left to go. So yeah, this spring we're going to looking forward to all the things. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and Frida appreciates you, and I will see you guys on Friday.